RachelZegler has been getting roasted hard for her comments.
It's obviously a very convoluted subject, and I'm not fully equipped to talk about all of the gritty details.
RachelZegler is extraordinarily woke, but she's woke in a way that's quite deranged. I truly do believe that. There's something wrong with her. She's disturbed, she's unhappy, and
people suspect she's doing some PR damage control.
The reality is she's just not stable. Like the majority of people in Hollywood, they're just not stable human beings.
A police report, a leaked threat, and RachelZegler, once called Hollywood's next big star, is now reportedly being looked into by real police. This isn't just bad publicity or another backstage drama. What's happening in London right now could end her career on stage for good. People close to the show say the director of Evita filed an official report after something troubling happened backstage. RachelZegler allegedly shouted threats during a heated moment. And here's the twist no one expected. It was all caught on camera.
Congratulations on all this success too, Rachel.
Sir.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Rachel, you got time to sign some autographs for us, Rachel? Rachel, please. Rachel, got time to sign some, Rachel? Maybe on the way out?
Whether it was caught on security footage or someone's phone, a video reportedly shows RachelZegler making what insiders describe as angry and out-of-control comments toward the director during a private moment backstage. It wasn't meant to go public. But now, it's turning into a serious legal problem. Filing the report wasn't just a warning, it turned this from a celebrity outburst into something much bigger, with possible police and court involvement. But what made things get this bad? Why would a director report the star of his own show? What happens next is even more complicated than you'd expect.
It looks like all this agenda is for the sake of girl power, for the sake of wokeness, for the sake of ridiculousness and stupidness that women bring to entertainment much of the time nowadays. When all a woman really has to do is be attractive and don't screw it up. That's all a woman really has to do in media.
The tension on the Evita set didn't happen all at once. It built up slowly over time. From the very first day RachelZegler arrived in London to join the West End revival, people noticed something felt off.
What made you want to step into this world of DC heroes? I needed a job. I'm being so serious. I mean, a lot of people keep asking me. Hi, Adam. My agent's over there. Hi, Ken. My lawyer. My entire family is here. Hi, everybody. Sorry. No, I mean, the reality was we were in the middle of a pandemic and I was not working and I couldn't get a job for the life of me because West Side Story hadn't come out yet, and it was really hard to book work for me. So I was really excited when this came in my inbox. I loved the first movie, and the fact that they even wanted me to come in for a callback and then a chem read and then everything in between. I'm so lucky that I got this job. I made some of my best friends on this job, and I just absolutely adore this movie.
At first, there were quiet whispers, missed rehearsals, cold behavior with the crew, and sudden mood swings that threw off the production. People tried to make excuses. She's under a lot of pressure, they said. She's young, give her time. But time didn't fix things.
Okay, I'm not making this video to actually trash on Rachel, though I do want to say that Entertainment Tonight is circulating around that clip as if it's an apology or related to the Snow White debacle, and it's not, it's old. She's actually in a bad spot because they're doing the writer's strike and she can't talk about the film. She can't really clean up the stuff that she said that people find to be so offensive. I just wanted to add that they were probably coached into saying things like she's not going to be saved by the prince and this is modern, etc. And she's putting it into her words, and Gal Gadot is putting it to her words, but this isn't like a mistake from Disney. They know what's in the film, they read the script, they acted it out, etc. So the things that are coming off so badly to us is, I mean, they're a participant, but it's Disney's fault. The thing about Disney is they seem to despise the things that made them a household name and a lot of their customers who made them what they are. So if you're upset that Disney doesn't seem to understand or is maybe even revolted by the old Snow White, maybe you're just not their customer base anymore.
Zegler, who was once praised as a fresh new talent after West Side Story, quickly got a reputation for being difficult to work with. Cast members now say she could be unpredictable. She would reportedly question the director in the middle of scenes, respond to feedback with sarcasm, and sometimes even walk off stage. The director, an experienced professional known for handling big shows calmly, had worked with demanding actors before. But even he reportedly said in private that Zegler was pushing limits no one else had before.
That's not where my problem comes. I'm all for it. Go for it. But what she's doing in press, and these are interviews that I believe were done before the actors' strike, but of course are now being brought up on the internet. She's basically talking about how much she didn't like the actual original movie, even saying that it scared her, and then talking about how the love story in this isn't really going to be at the forefront, that the prince, yes, has been cast, he's in it, but might be cut, Hollywood, and that the prince in the original film was problematic and was creepy because he was stalking Snow White. I just can't believe that Disney's PR hasn't silenced her on this yet. The live action movies already have a problem where people are kind of over them and they don't like the changes that are being made from the originals to these. And with this one, we're definitely going to see some change.
Several sources said the director tried everything to help. Private talks, kind feedback, even changing the way scenes were staged to make things easier for Zegler. But nothing worked. Then came the breaking point. During one rehearsal, things got out of hand after Zegler reportedly refused to take a correction in front of everyone. What happened next was a tense standoff between her and the director. Sources say it was so uncomfortable that the whole room went silent.
Sorry? I'm human, talk to me as such.
That silence didn't last. Zegler allegedly said something loud enough for everyone to hear, and it left a mark. Unfortunately for her, it wasn't just remembered. It may have been recorded.
Not to add fuel to the RachelZegler Oscar fiasco, but why did they have these women, all Disney princesses, all stated as Disney princesses, come out to present, but like not include RachelZegler, who's going to be Snow White? They're clearly acknowledging Disney princesses from movies that have not been released yet. Someone must have had this conversation and then they purposely left her out, even though she was the only one with a hit movie this year of the four. Did anyone else notice this, or am I overthinking?
After the explosive rehearsal, most of the cast figured it was over. Just another celebrity outburst that would be smoothed over by the next day. But what no one saw coming was that someone had proof.
If you YouTube RachelZegler's name, only hate videos will pop up. Is this because of Snow White or is this because of something else? And even using Jenna Ortega for clickbait is insane. Like, what does Jenna have to do with this? I'm sorry, y'all truly don't care about her comments about Snow White. Like, y'all just want to jump on another woman's hate train. You know, this is actually looking pretty familiar. Kind of reminds me of another woman that had a hate campaign. But that's for a different video. But yeah, I won't sit back and let another hate train on another woman continue.
After a heated rehearsal, insiders say RachelZegler crossed a serious line, and it was caught on camera. One story claims it came from backstage security footage. Another says a cast member recorded it on their phone. Either way, a video exists. In It, Zegler is allegedly seen yelling at the director in what's been described as a threatening tone. She reportedly accused him of trying to ruin her career and made a comment that went from rude to dangerous. One insider said, "It wasn't acting, it was real rage. This wasn't the only issue." The director took the footage to producers and then to the police. A report was filed, naming Zegler and describing her as a workplace threat. Cast and crew were informed this was now a legal matter. Things changed fast. Security was tightened. Zegler's access backstage was reportedly limited. Her contract was reviewed, and her agency stayed silent. Disney, already nervous after her controversial Snow White press tour, started watching closely. Other cast members began writing statements about her behavior. Some asked to leave the show. Still, Zegler said nothing. No apology, no statement. Just silence. But in Hollywood, silence can make things worse. Once a rising star chosen by Spielberg and cast in big roles, Zegler was on top. But after Snow White Backlash, diva rumors, and now a police report, her image has changed. What was once a dream career now looks unstable. Her silence and refusal to own the situation are only fueling doubts. Some say she could still bounce back, but others aren't so sure. Studios don't like risk, and the longer this goes on, the more she's seen as one. Zegler had the talent, but insiders say what she lacked was humility, and in today's industry, that can end a career faster than anything else.